Bible tells us that we are the light of the world. Nobody lights a candle and puts it under a jar. Instead, we light it for the whole world to see. So we're going to do some fun experiments using candles. We're going to do 3 experiments that you should do yourself because they're simple and fun. Number 1, we're going to relight a candle using its smoke trail. Number 2, we're going to burn a candle at both ends and see what happens. And number 3, we're going to use a candle to magically lift a plateful of water. So here's the science behind those 3 experiments and what makes them work. In the first one, it looks like that the fire is traveling down the smoke and relighting the wick. When you blow out the candle, there's liquid wax around the wick, and liquid wax ignites easier than the wick. And the smoke that's trailing off is actually vaporized wax, so little tiny wax particles. So the lighter is lighting the little particles of wax, which is traveling down to the liquid wax, which is relighting the wick. When the candle is lit at both ends, the side facing downward burns wax quicker, which makes it lighter. When the other side tilts down, it burns more wax and becomes lighter. And it keeps doing that, back and forth, taking turns, and a seesaw. In the last one, you may have expected that when I picked up the jar, that I was just picking up the jar. But instead, it took the full plate of water with it. And even more impressive, it didn't fall. The reason the plate didn't fall and make a big mess was because of air pressure. When I put the jar over the lit candle, it burned up all the oxygen inside the jar, which was strong enough to lift the whole plate of water. So these little candles were able to create power and energy beyond themselves and do some pretty impressive things. In Matthew 5:14, Jesus said that you are the light of the world. And while we may think that we're small and weak like our candles, when we let the Holy Spirit light us up, He can use us to do some pretty amazing and unexpected things.